Hello, welcome to your entree. We are going to finish up the Below Deck, the Titanic story, and figure out what happens at the end. Spoiler alert, the ship sinks. So here's what you're going to do you're going to read or listen to chapters 4 and 5. You can click on the little headphones if you want to hear me read it. You can click on the little read sign if you want to read it yourself online, or of course, we have the actual books that you can have in front of you, or all three at the same time. Then you're going to take a look at these questions below. You might have these questions, you might have different ones. Everyone's entree is going to be just a little bit different. But what I really want you to focus on is going back in the text to support your answer. So, for example, if you have a question that says, what do you think is the central message of the story? That means, what are we supposed to learn from the story that the author wants us to use in our own life? And I don't mean like, don't get on a ship that might sink, but a lesson like, it's important to help others, or think of other people before yourself, or be brave, or ask for help when you need it. Like, those are all examples of messages that you learn from the story that you can put in your own life, right? So let's say you know the central message. Don't forget to use an example from the text to support your answer. So if I said the message of the story is you should always eat dessert before dinner, then I would need to say, in the text, Grace learned this lesson when she ate her dinner first and then didn't have time for dessert, right? That would be an example. So, whatever you think the message is, you need to go back in the story and prove your point. So, that's what we're practicing with our questions. So, if I send you back and I say, take another look at this question, it might be that you forgot your text evidence. If the question doesn't say to use text evidence, you don't have to. But if it does, look very carefully at that so you don't forget it. Also, every question should have a complete sentence. So the first question says, what do you think would have happened if Grace would have never went back down to the lower deck? So you would say, if Grace never went back down to the lower deck, I think, and then you would say what would happen. Okay? So read the questions carefully, use those complete sentences, and don't forget text evidence. I'm here if you need me.